There we go.
What's up?
We are officially live.
Hey, we're on. We're all over the place. We're on. We're on Facebook. We're on YouTube. We don't even care. Go to my. Rolando's in the house. Getting a back
Hey,
injection,
Rolando.
brother. Don't do that.
What's up,
Tell
Rolando?
that doctor you do the injecting. Just be like, Doc, I'll handle this.
I gotta go grab some Romano. Okay, we're back.
There it is. Yep, no problem. Setting up. Today we're going for the big one, boy. Check
Hey,
that
what
out.
up, Justin? How are you doing, man?
What are we doing? We doing Utini or are we doing Millennium? What are we doing? What's this going to be?
What do you want to do? I'm working on a pike helmet right now.
I think I'm gonna. I know that's awesome, dude. I think what I'm gonna do is I found this infinity design, and I think I could do a couple of them on here, kind of smaller, and see how it goes. I did my test cut was the Star Wars sign, but I screwed it up.
Yeah, that turned out really good. I was really impressed with that.
A little. So when you put it in the software, you can weld it together. So you know when you're doing it, you don't notice sometimes what's going to happen when it cuts. So like it got all these together for me, and got these together for me, but I didn't have something going on over here. Like I should have had these closer somehow, like the T maybe touching the A.
Yeah, but at least it's like a really easy fix with
like this. But the way I did it,
with a cool background.
Like this. Oh yeah, I mean I could put it on a bigger board. I could put it on a bigger board. I could put it on the wall like this. You wouldn't ever know. I could put a piece of trim around it or something. But first try,
what I would do is I'd put it on a black.
Minutes.
I'd put it on a black board and then take put a glove on and then spray white spray paint in your hand and just flick it, and it'll look like stars all over the back.
Oh yeah. What's up?
Hey, what up, Scott?
TC collects or T3 collects. Sorry, Scott. What's up?
collects.
Justin Jacobs is here. What's up, man? Is it T3? I said TC. T3. I saw the big C. I'm like a mile away from my iPad over there. And we're also live on TikTok in some regions. So what's up to our
I'm
TikTokers
gonna try to keep up with the chat the best I can.
No problem. So Rex is working on the Pike helmet today, and you're going to be doing some airbrush, right?
Yeah, potentially. It depends on how long the texturing goes on the Pike.
And then I'm going to set up. I'm going to set up to do a sign here. Maybe I'll run another one of these, and just get it where I want it, and use this one for the shop here. Because, like you said, I could always take a board, make it look like stars, then take this. I could paint this like the old school yellow. It'd be pretty cool. So I'm gonna jump on the computer here. And see what's going on.
Hey, I said hi, T3. I corrected him. He's not.
I called you TC.
He said thanks. Yeah. What's up, bud?
What you doing?
Oh, Janine's in the house.
Sister Janine, hey. I'm also sneaking in a taco. My device isn't bound because it's not on. I guess it would help if I turned it on. Go to the Wi-Fi.
So how big of a sign can you print on that thing?
It'll go 10 feet long at 20 inches tall. So I think this, let me see. I think I set this one up at 15 inches. Let me double check.
Okay.
This overall is 15 and a half. And so if we line that up on a bigger piece of board, this is 32 long. So this is 15. Let's just say good size. And I
Yeah, it is a
believe
really good size.
I shrunk the word wars a little bit smaller. But what I want to do is get the 8 foot panel and then do the words next to each other instead of stacked, and then do some kind of like racetrack piece, and you know what I mean, like layer it up. That'd be
Yeah, that
pretty
would be really
badass.
cool.
Yeah.
What'd be really cool is cut out like and lift the Star Wars logo, like put it on a black board, lift the Star Wars
Mm-hmm.
logo, do the white splatter paint on it, and then
Yeah.
in the race
I like where
section
you're
do
going. How
like
about glow in the dark paint?
I was thinking like put like LED lights behind it.
Oh, see, now I like where you're going, because then you could do like little standoffs.
Yeah, that'd
Man,
be
you
a
could
really
get
cool like,
crazy because you could drill a million holes with different sized bits in the back of a board, and then do like a
yep.
thin, like a what, like a little thin MDF or something over a board. Put the
Yeah.
lights on the back of that so they glitter through the stars.
I mean, you could
JMC
really
collects
attach it with like
Joe.
probably like PVC pipe too.
Yeah, yeah. Let me connect here. Connect. There it is. We're connected. Refresh the view. So this conveyor system here, you can actually buy extensions for these legs. It's the same leg. It just has like a little connector piece so you can go longer. And then inside of the body of it, the other 2 legs. It comes with 4 legs. And this
Yeah,
it's just a stepper
Justin
motor. I couldn't believe how small it was.
Justin Justin Jacobs also agrees on you should definitely light up the letters, like do backlit.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh,
Because
Joe wants
I
me to
can do a few
show.
different things too. Like I could take the. Oh, go ahead.
Joe wants me to show off a beautiful helmet work in progress.
The Enoch. Don't get anything on it.
No,
Joe, you
I'm
don't
taking
get
the
a
gloves
discount
off.
if you get something on it.
So far, here is what it looks like. Still got to dirty it up.
So there it is. Lost my camera
Yeah,
view for a minute.
discounts. Don't forget those those convenience fees, Joe. It was so funny. He was just
Someone put.
working. He was working to get a discount, and I discounted a little bit of what I was going to
Mm,
do for him on my Tuscan helmet, and it was like
yeah.
$5 difference. And he's like, "Please, this is the goal I want to be at." I go,
Hey,
"I'll tell you what,
$5 is five
I'll
bucks,
do
right, Joe?
that price, but you have to pay a $5 convenience fee." But here is the Enoch face so far.
Oh, dude, that's so sweet. How do you get
You had to mix.
like that, like that sort of shade like that, where it's almost like faded?
So it's two different golds mixed together. One is airbrush gold, like an airbrush paint, and one is like real gold, liquid gold leaf. And I did like a 50-50 mix, and then I spray
Yeah.
it through my airbrush. And then I got to immediately clean it out with mineral spirits. Otherwise, it like the the gold leaf paint wants to like eat away at the airbrush. So I have to get it cleaned up as fast as possible. And then after that, once it dries, which the gold leaf makes it dry like super fast. So after that, I just go over it with a black oil paint and then wipe it off with a
Yeah.
paper towel. And it just kind of gives it like a tarnished gold look, like it's it's old and weathered.
Yeah, I love it. I read where some guys mixed like some red in there and some rust and different things, and it's like, man, there's a lot
Oh yeah,
to it, a
there's
lot of
like so
nuance.
many different ways you can go about doing it too. Personally, I just like to like I don't know, I kind of wing
I'm
it.
gonna write something down here.
I have a goal and just try to see if I can get close to that.
Let's see.
Hey, thanks, Scott. I've been working
I
really
think
hard on these. I'm got 2 Captain Enochs right now, that are like we're on the home stretch of getting those finished. I'll probably be doing some hand painting here a little bit on that.
I write down 14 wide.
Joe says, "I'm a businessman. I want to retire at 55." Well, bro, they're trying to change that so no one can retire till 70.
That's right.
So good
That's
luck with
right.
that one. I honestly think millennials are going to go along. Millennials and Gen Zers are going to go along with taking longer to retire. That cracks me up. But we're not going to talk
Maybe.
politics today.
Oh, I got Gen X right here, baby. We don't retire. What's he talking about? Retire. I'm gonna try and weld these together. 6, 5, 7, 6, 5, 7.
Yeah, Scott, I would definitely be honored to make you a Tuscan Raider. You can message me on Instagram or um, you can shoot me your number and I can text you. I can discuss it that way too, if that's easier for you. That's one of my favorite things to make are Tuscan Raider helmets. Just because you get to do, it's not just 3D printing. It's there's a lot of texture. There's a lot of just multi-medium, anywhere from staining to 3D printing. Anything that's different, that's what I really like to do. Being self-employed is like semi-retirement, especially when there is no work coming in. Yep.
Ugh.
See, I feel like once I retire, I just don't see myself ever actually retiring. Like there's no way I could just sit around
You
and do
don't think you'll
nothing.
stop?
No.
Yeah.
I'll stop when I'm like
You definitely
dead.
don't want to do that. There you go. All right, I got this sized up a little differently now. Let's see. I think it's gonna work.
I've never asked this on a live. I'm going to ask it. What is something that you wish you saw from Star Wars, or maybe something that you absolutely love, like you're a nerd about, you would like to see it made? Because I'm in this mood where I really want to make some stuff that's not just Star Wars. I mean, it can be Star Wars, it can be anything, just something different that no one's making, or something that would just be really cool.
I don't know if you followed Mark Hamill's film career after Star Wars, but he did a little movie called Corvette Summer, and I always wanted that Corvette.
Dude, I
And
was really
I've
hoping you
never
were going to
seen.
say like a Guyver helmet or something like that, and I was like getting ready to get super giddy because I
No, I'm talking
I
about
grew
real
up
things
watching
like a
Guyver.
car I could drive, but um,
I don't think I could 3D print
man,
that.
there's so much little stuff from those movies that they just threw in every scene. It was like look at all the creatures in the cantinas and stuff. It's like um, there's everything's one of one. You know, it's so crazy. Dang,
Yeah,
I almost got it.
I'm kind of like getting like really into like making little statues too. That Enoch statue was a blast to make,
That was so
and then
awesome, dude.
I want to do like a Greedo.
Oh, yeah. I like the cantina as a set piece, and I know that's been done, but like, there's always other elements and other sort of angles of it,
Yeah.
that you can take. Um, I had to stretch the A out a little bit, but it still
Oh,
looks
how
pretty
dare
good,
you?
and I'm
Someone's
gonna
gonna call
go.
you out on that. Be like,
I'm gonna go
it's
with
not
it.
proportionate.
I could do one that's like, I don't know, 16 inches wide, a little bit smaller, instead of that big one. I could do like a couple of them actually. Let's try that maybe. Um,
Scott said he's working on a Jedi training helmet from a Black Series helmet. Is that going to be like Luke's helmet or the new one from Ahsoka? Because that one from Ahsoka was
hmm
pretty awesome, and I think I would enjoy making one of those. Because
Yeah.
I could probably resin print the like the main front like mesh portion, so you can get all that super high detail. He said Luke's. Yeah,
Yeah.
that would be awesome.
All right. So I'm gonna load it up. So if anybody's ever used a Cricut before, I found this process to be very similar to loading a Cricut. Once you get this thing set up, it's got a grid on here, and the grid, it's just like the Cricut. Hey, what's up? Yeah, making stuff, making something.
Just like, how dare you?
Not at the moment, just not right now. I just pulled the cars out because this is gonna make smoke and fire and all kinds of cool stuff.
He's gonna be burning down the house.
No, I'm not gonna burn down the house, but
It's like off
bye.
of what is it? Revenge of the Nerds when the frat party starts burning.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
Our
die.
house is burning down the house and all that. So now I got to get this tension thing right. There's like a color that pops up. There it is. Well, there it is. This thing is like so sort of intimidating at first, and then when you start using it, you go, "Oh, that's it. That's
Uh,
what I got to do."
that's how it was for like 3D printing for me. Like, I'm not the most
Yeah.
computer savvy person in the world, so like when I first got into it, I was like, "Oh God, I'm getting myself into a
Oh
big,
yeah. And
big
I hear
mess."
that all the time. People are constantly ragging on software, this and that, and I just think about things you've taught me, and I'm just like, just press the button, dude. It doesn't matter. Like the end result's
Yeah,
gonna be the same, you know?
yeah, and
Like,
sometimes it's
why
one
are
of
you
those like,
even worrying about that?
yeah, you did nothing wrong. It just something failed, and it's just like
Perfect
reprint it
example
again.
is this machine, dude. This machine, as soon as people hear it's available, they're like, "Well, I got to get this different software for it." It's like, why? Like, what's wrong with what it came with? It works, you know. It's
You
silliness.
know,
So I'm loaded. I think I'm straight. I want to make sure everything's straight. And you have to preload. So here's the one thing on this. So like if I did have like say I had like a 12-foot board and I wanted to do like a 10-foot design or whatever, you have to give up on your tail end, you have to give up 10 inches of it because when it processes through the back, just like a cricket, when that little mat goes through the back, it has to have a
Yeah.
little extra to sort of hang on to. Otherwise, it'll drop. It'll fall out, and then you won't get your design done. So I was under the impression that it went one way, one and done. But it
So
actually,
so
you'll
you have
see
to have a
here in a
little bit
minute,
of
it actually moves back and forth.
so you
Yeah.
have to have a
And
little bit of
I'll
extra
move
meat
the
and potatoes.
yeah, and I'll move the cameras around and stuff so you can see inside of it what it's doing because it's kind of cool. I was really shocked at. I'm not gonna say it was super fast, but like obviously when you're in the 3D printing world and stuff like that, believe me, it's like lightning fast compared to some of that stuff.
Oh,
You know,
man.
the processing time and all that. I'm trying to. Hey, there's my John Deere tractor. All right, so I think I'm ready to
I,
hit the button, and that's why I'm wearing these earbuds because they're supposed to be noise canceling, so you shouldn't hear it a lot. But I ran one last night because I got it all set up just so I'd know what the heck I was doing today, which I still don't. But hey, we're gonna do this. I'm gonna turn on my purifier here. About
hey Billy, welcome to the stream. Thank you for stopping
sixty
by.
percent. Who we got? Who we got?
Toy Bills. I just dropped
Cricket
a
vinyl for
helmet
the
off to
painted parts
him
in the helmet.
today.
I'll spray that over that and it looks good. Yeah, the crickets are so useful, man. They're so useful. Salacious, what's up, brother? We're gonna help him go to Helena
Mr.
Christensen's
Rum.
house so he can fulfill his fantasy. Fulfill his fantasy. MLA baby, MLA. He's on a video too. Salacious, I'm gonna push you a little bit. He's on a video this week. Somebody got an interview with him. He's hard. He's a hard man to hold down. Billy Haynes. Billy Haynes, what's up? OT all the way. Hey, and if you guys don't know, check this out. I need to throw this out there before I hit this button. Millennium Workshop on TikTok. We got to push him to 1,000 so he can do streams on there. He's at what, 400 now? Close to 400?
Yeah, that's why I can't
Something
turn my
like that.
camera on TikTok because
Oh,
I'm
really?
not.
But it let you jump in
Yeah,
there as a co-host. Hey
yeah,
guys, I'm
only
talking to TikTok
audio.
now. Go over there to Millennium Workshop and follow so he can stream, please. Appreciate you. Okay, let's do this. Let's hit the button. Let's hit the button, guys. So it's all wireless. I load up the design, do all the settings. It sends it to the machine. I hit the button on the machine, and she starts ripping. So let's go there now.
And this is where your house burns down.
You got to tell. No, I have a fire extinguisher at the ready. I'm prepared with my safety equipment. Oh, safety first, kids. Safety first. There it is. I'm even going to set it right here, aimed at it, just in case you jinxed me. All right. Let me do feeder, and it's cool. You just tell this thing what you're doing. Um, then you tell it to measure for you. It measures your material, and what that does is it gives the laser. It tells the laser the distance from the nozzle to the material. So I
Scott
think I
says I
might did
need
it
an
like
OnlyFans page.
by
That would
5.74
never work.
millimeters. What's that?
Scott said I need an OnlyFans page. Definitely not good looking enough,
Cue the
Scott.
extinguisher. Rex needs an OnlyFans. You could always just do arts and crafts stuff.
No, that
Naked.
amazing
But
goatee you
anyway,
have, Scott,
that's for
that needs an OnlyFans. Like it could be its own OnlyFans account. The thing is glorious.
so we're going to cut, and then you generate tabs. And what the tabs do is I'm going to do 4 tabs this time. I did 8 last night. It was too many. The tabs will keep the pieces from falling out because when this is moving back and forth, you don't want the pieces falling out. So I've fed it. It's sending the design over. Let's make sure everything's welded. All right. Let's hit start. High power, yes. Process, please. All right. All right, it's ready. Here we go.
There we go.
And that's it. It's on. So I'll move the camera over here. Like butter. Like butter.
Yeah, Scott. No, nothing else. Just like a close up of your beard at all times of the goatee. Well, I mean, is it a beard at that point, or is it? No, it's a beard. It's a beard.
You're gonna get a beard fans page.
Exactly, 100%. This is almost done.
I need an idea for this. Maybe you'll come up with something. I've got these glass. They're like little trivets I found, and they're kind of textured. So I thought maybe you could make the official Millennium Workshop butter dish or something.
A butter dish. That would be pretty funny. I'm not gonna lie. Step right this way and get your butter dish from Millennium Workshop. People be like, "What is
Get
this
your biscuits
clown?"
buttered at Millennium Workshop
Oh God.
on Route 7.
My dad was a truck driver. He'd
All
always
right,
tell me
so
this
we're
story
2
about this
minutes
place.
in. Let's see where we're at.
He'd always tell me about this place, and I think it was in Georgia. It was like Clausen's. Butchering the name. I don't even know the name of the place, but it was called Home of the Flying
Po' Boys or
Roll.
something?
No, I want to say like Clausen's or Dawson's, or could be nothing. Could be like Jim's Biscuit World. But like you would say, they would yell at you, "You need a biscuit," and they would just literally throw it across the room at you.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. Damn, what is that place called?
I have no idea. I've
They
never
throw the
been. My
bread.
dad used to always tell me about it. Yeah.
Like, this has a mount. I think I should mount it like right here so it's at the ready.
All right. So Billy wants to know what I am doing. All right. So
Tell him.
when I was researching, like when I wanted to make the Pike helmet, like when I saw them, I feel like they kind of look like beetles. Like they have like a beetle shell. And then I started like going down a rabbit hole of looking at all kinds of different like beetles and their shells. And some of them are like really rough. And then I was kind of thinking like they wear this mask to protect them, but it's only on the front because they probably don't need it on the back. So it could be like like almost like an organic like shell, like metal, something that protects them. So what I decided to do is I used caulking for like your bathroom. It just has to be paintable, and I just kind of use a sponge and put this texture on it. And then once it fully dries and hardens, I go back over it with like 220 grit sandpaper and like flatten it all down so it's not sharp. And what's cool about this technique is you can kind of get different like feels of what you're making. So like this, it's going to be very organic looking. It's going to look like, like a shell. But like if you do it on like, it's the same thing that I did on the Lord of the Rings Witch King helmet. Depending on how you paint it could look like metal, like rusted metal. So just some just doing different things when it comes to 3D printing instead of just completely sanding it, and it just gives it a cool look.
Yeah, that's so awesome, man.
So really, the most sanding you really have to do is just to get, on something like this, if you're going to do a texture, is rough it up so that it has something to adhere to. Because if you try to just put it on a fresh print, it doesn't want to really stick to it. That took some trial and error on that part. Hey, zombie. Zombie hunters in the house.
He just got in from dropping the kids off. Oh, that's right. It's tomorrow already. He's down under. Uh-oh. I heard a noise. Something fell through. That's not good. Not
Yeah,
good at
so
all.
Billy actually he picked up that Lord of the Rings helmet off me today.
Now, was
And
that
when he
something you
first picked
chose to
up,
make, or did somebody request that?
100%, I just wanted to make it. I just wanted to do something different and kind of cool,
Okay.
and as soon as
Yeah.
I posted it,
That was
it
wild,
was
man.
like, yeah, Billy's like, I want that. I have to have it.
That's awesome. I think
Yeah,
I was
Billy
saying
said he
that with I
used
was talking to Justin.
yeah, Billy said he used a similar type of technique that I'm doing, but with clay. Yeah, it's kind of all the same thing. Definitely like, and I feel like if you're any artistic at all or have that kind of mindset, I mean, you think of things faster than other people. But like
Yeah.
doing
As I
something
was
like
telling
this, anyone could do
Justin
it.
last week. Yeah. I was telling Justin last week, like sometimes you'll have an idea to make something, and people will want it, and they don't even know they want it because they didn't have that idea that you could make something that you love. You know, like art. You know what I mean? Like he thought, hey, I'm gonna make this. It's this character. It's this look. And then somebody probably saw that. He probably saw it and said, "Man, I love that. I've never seen that before. I gotta have it. You know, it's unique." And that's
Yeah.
kind of what I like about doing this stuff because I'll get a lot of ideas from friends and stuff to make stuff that I didn't even think to make, and I'll make it, and it'll just blow us both away. My buddy said,
Yeah.
"I want the moose. I want the moose from Wally World in Vacation." So I made it. We both. I had to make two because they were so cool.
That's funny. Yeah, and sometimes it's hard to even like give up what you're making too. Like you just fall in love with
Yeah,
it.
exactly, exactly.
And it could be like I've made this helmet, like me personally, like I've made this hunter helmet like 4 times. And like the one that I made for you, Brett, it has been like my all-time favorite.
Yeah,
It was hard giving that one
yeah.
up. But each and every time it seems like it gets easier and better and they turn out a little bit cooler. Scott said, "Great
Yeah,
tip."
you learn something
Hey,
through the
thank
process that that's just like the engraving stuff that I do. Like different materials can give different results, and different settings can change the clarity of things.
hmm
So
Oh yeah.
sometimes you'll do something 10 times on the same material, and that 10th time it blows away the first 2 times. You know,
Yeah. I'll grab a paintbrush.
what do they say? The 10,000 hours of practice kind of thing.
Yeah, the more you do it, the easier it gets. And the
Yeah,
faster you get at it.
yeah, because you become more efficient. You know, like you know where you're wasting time on setting things up.
Yeah, of course. All right, zombie. When you make something, is it hard to give? Sorry, I'm too far away from the screen. Give up because it's so much love. Yeah, like literally, like blood, sweat, and tears go into like making this kind of stuff. Like, I mean, there's times where I've stabbed myself, and or like I my printer was acting up. Like I just had my resin printer blow up last week, and their Elegoo's thankfully fixing it for me. But like, I just wanted to cry when that happened because I just got done printing
Yeah, that's crazy.
and finishing that Enoch statue, and then it goes out on me. And it's like I kind of want to make another one because I had a lot of people reach out saying it was really cool. So, but that's on pause for now. No big deal though.
Um, One lesson I'm learning, speaking of, when you're cutting plywood, even thin plywood is 4 or 5 layers thick, and there's glue. So a laser, when it cuts, creates a gooey mess. So you want to try, when you have guide rails, you want to try and have your cut be between those so the stuff drops. And it built up all over one of the rails. So I'm like, all right, you keep learning lessons, keep checking stuff off.
You know.
Sometimes I kind of agree with him there. Sometimes you get busy filling orders. And it's like the vacuum. What is it? The auto mechanic comes home and none of his cars run because he doesn't want to
Yeah,
work on
right.
anything when he gets home. I don't know. I haven't
Yep.
really hit that wall. I'm having fun right now because I'm learning a lot. But like
I
these guys
black
have taken
out.
from
Like
the
I
3D print world. Like look at this. That's a stepper motor on the
oh,
side of
that's
this
really cool.
rotary. So it's like the exact same thing you're dealing with the printers, and that just rotates this tumbler on here, and that'll be under the laser.
Yeah. So Zombie asked, do I find it hard making stuff for myself because I'm making stuff for other people? Do you find that? Do you find that too?
Yeah,
Um, so yes and no. So
that's what I was looking at.
a, like a lot of times, like I make stuff that I want to make, and then after I post it, people want it. And and there's times where like, it's like, oh, this is just for me. But also I'm kind of like the dogs from Up where it's like, squirrel, and it's like, oh, I can just make myself another one next week.
Yeah, yep,
But like, yeah, I mean, I do I take commissions, and I make what people want, but also like I also squeeze in like passion projects. Like no one wanted that Lord of the Rings, you know, helmet. I just did that because I wanted to make it, and then somebody wanted it. So, like that Captain Enoch statue, no one asked for that. I just wanted to make it, and I made it, and
yeah.
then somebody wanted it. I did have a hard time giving that up though.
You kind of
I
challenged
wanted to
yourself.
keep that.
Yeah,
Yeah, I was really
you kind of
stepping
challenged
outside
yourself
my.
too. Like, I mean, these big signs. Once I knew this machine would do it, that was kind of like my dream to get to this point. And so when when I fired this up last night for the first time, I was nervous. I was shaking, but it was like a good anxiety. It was like good anxiety, like I can't believe the moment's here.
Yeah.
And then to have it work, man, I ran right in the house like a little kid, like to my wife, like, hey, look, look, look. She's like, great, another nerd sign.
Yeah. And that is 100% my wife. That's so funny. Like I geek out and I'm like, "Oh my gosh, look what
I
I
mean,
just made. Look at it."
right.
And she's
She'll
like,
tell me it looks
"Yeah,
cool or whatever, but
yeah." She always tells me she's proud of me. Like I'm very lucky. My wife is absolutely phenomenal. But
yeah.
like
My
when
wife
I
actually
geek
likes
out,
the
she's just
Disney stuff I make better. Yeah.
yeah. My wife's like obsessed with
9 in the
like Little
chat.
House on the Prairie. So
Oh, shucks.
I need to make her something for that.
Maybe the house, the barn.
Well, I bought her the house some guy
Eventually
made out
ceiling.
completely out of wood, um, like a little diorama of it off Etsy last year. But I want to make some
Oh,
stuff
that'd
to
be
go with it.
badass,
I think
dude.
that'd be really cool.
I'm just amazed with the one little stepper motor on here. I mean, it's pretty beefy. It's not little, but it's just one that it can move this big board as effortlessly as it looks on these rollers.
Yeah, yeah. Zombie said if you make quality stuff
It's
and post it,
stronger than you.
people will want them.
Yeah,
It's 100% true.
yeah. Oh yeah. Yep.
And I didn't even start out like my goal wasn't to like actually selling any of this stuff. Like that wasn't even my goal. Have I ever told you how I got into all this?
No.
So my daughter was 3 and she wanted to be Grogu for Halloween, but she wanted me to be Mando. And I was like,
Yeah.
"Oh, okay, so you want
I've
me to
seen
like
the
dress up
pictures
as
that you
Mando?"
have of that.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
she was like, "No, Daddy, I want you to be Mando." And I was like, "Okay, well, I've been looking at a 3D printer for like 6 years, so screw it, let's do it."
Yeah.
And that's where it all started. Like I suited up and after I got it all done, I walked into my daughter's room and she looked up at me and she was like, "Mando, it's you." And like I wasn't dad anymore. I was Mando. And it was just the cutest
Yeah.
thing. Like literally it would have melted anyone's heart.
Andy's asking you about the paint. I think he's talking about the gold on that, like I was earlier. He's not happy with his gold color. He says,
Oh,
"What gold paint are you using?
well,
I'm working on the same helmet."
okay, so I am using liquid gold leaf and I'm mixing it 50-50 with Alclad pale gold. And it doesn't have to be exactly 50-50 because what happens is it's too hard. You can't spray, um, you can't airbrush with the liquid gold leaf. It's just a hair bit too thick. But the Alclad pale gold, if you just mix enough in there, it'll spray and it'll go really flat. And like Alclad, you have to paint at really like low pressures, like like 12 psi max. But since it's thickened up with the gold leaf, you can, I'm throwing at like 30 psi, and I get a beautiful like smooth finish on it. There, I mean, and it pops really nice. At least I think it does. Gold is one of the hardest colors to paint with because it either one looks real or it looks totally fake. There's no there's no like in between like, oh yeah, it looks decent. No, it either looks good or it looks really bad. And then I'm just using the liquid gold leaf and hand painting it into the cracks.
So this is almost done, and I do have a little fire. What do you know? I don't know where it went. Where'd that fire go?
But that liquid gold leaf, be careful when you're mixing it. Don't mix it in plastic. You have to mix it in glass or ceramic because the liquid gold leaf will eat right through the plastic and it'll get all over your
Really?
dining room floor. Yeah. And it doesn't come off.
That sucks.
Yeah, my wife was not happy about that. Because my workshop is my dining room.
All right. Disaster averted. One of those pieces that popped through, as the laser was burning through the top piece, it was maintaining a burn on the bottom piece. So the piece on the bottom was catching on fire pretty good. All right. No
All right,
extinguisher
Zombie's
needed.
asking. Zombie said,
Yeah.
when I'm painting with a fine brush, I use a headset to see very fine detail. Um, so I don't use a loop or anything or glasses or anything like that. So my profession is I'm a jeweler. So I look at diamonds and gemstones all day with a loop, without a loop, and um, my close vision is like really, really good. So I just try to take it slow. Also, I had LASIK done like 3 years ago. So that kind of changed my life a lot. I have thought about getting one though for the house. I just use them at work all the time, so sometimes it feels like work. Yeah, the gold leaf front, that is it. That exactly did happen, zombie. All over the floor. I was like, we're not planning on moving. We bought this house about 7 years ago, so it is what it is. I'll just pull the floor up and redo the floor one day.
Do that before you sell it.
What?
I said you can do that before you sell it.
Yeah. I like doing fun stuff. Like my collection wall in my dining room, or not my dining room, but my living room. I get one wall. My wife let me have one wall, and
Huh.
I did a laminate flooring. I put it on the wall, and then free floated shelves on
Yeah.
top of it, and it looks awesome.
Yeah. Yeah. You had a nice setup there. I do. I have the basement. I do not have the upper level.
Oh, we don't have a basement.
But right, right. But I still have to fight about certain things there too sometimes. But I have my own little world, and then out here, this is the only time. Like I had to move the cars out of the garage because back under that Star Wars poster, the laser sits against the wall, and so just between there and my workbench, I have plenty of room right here to do those stuff. And then inside, we have a craft room that we kind of share. I mean, it's more hers than mine, but that's where I have the Cricut and press for the shirts and stuff like that. Yeah, he's asking if you have much room
Well,
because
no,
I
like
don't think
I mean, we have. I mean,
people
it's a good.
realize you're sitting in your dining room right there.
Yeah, right. So like, yeah, so the dining room is the biggest room in the house, and we never used it. So like, it was kind of just a vacant room. I mean, we have a dining room table and
Yeah,
stuff
why
like
not?
that, and I built the table for it. We never used it, and it was kind of one of those like I did a lot of projects out in the garage for a long time, but like me and my wife even agreed on it. It felt like I was away from the family. Where here in the dining room working, it's like they hang out with me in the dining room because no one wants to be outside in the cold.
Yeah, you're you're accessible. You got to
Yeah,
get up and help with something you can. Or
yeah. You don't have to yell through a door or
I moved out here a couple weeks ago, and I don't have heat. I don't. It's not heated out here, but I have a little space heater I've been using. And I think the first night that I cut out here, the air temperature outside was 24, and it actually. I just made sure I turned on the machine and let things warm up around it first, and it actually did all right. So I don't know that I'll have to be out here a lot when it's that cold, you know.
yeah. Well, you would think those wouldn't want to run super hot. Like they would perform better in the cold than they would in the like 'cause they'd be
Right.
prone to like
They
overheating or something like
say
that.
not. They say not to run it below. They say not to run it below 50 degrees Fahrenheit, but it's a sealed tube with glycol and water mixed in it, so it's not going to freeze. And I mean, as long as you're not outside, you know.
Yeah.
And like I said, I had the little space heater. Now the real test will be this summer when I'm out here and there's moisture in the air from the humidity, because like acrylic, for instance, blows off of dust, and I'll just be curious to see how it holds up. I think it'll be fine.
I wish we had Zombie said he has two living rooms. I wish we had two living rooms. That'd be awesome. My house isn't that big, but it's
So this
good
sign is
size,
is a
for
little bit bigger
a
than the
family of three.
this. Yeah, this sign. I'm going on 26 minutes on the burn right now, and it's bigger than the one from last night by a fair bit.
Nice.
And it looks like the word star is complete. It's got to do the R for star, and I think it's going to go back into the S. I don't know how it figures out what to do first because it moves around. It's kind of weird.
Yeah. So Zombie, I get to display my stuff in two spots. Like I get the whole dining room, um, and I get one wall in my living room. My wife, it was so funny. Like my wife was kind of against it at first, like you know, having the living room have anything nerdy in it. And she asked her grandma one day,
Yeah,
like, "Hey, why do you let grandpa like hang his deer heads and stuff like that in the house?" And she goes, "Well, it's his house too. He lives here. It's just as much,
yeah,
his collection as our stuff." So that was one of the days that like my wife's like, "Yeah, you can do whatever you want." And it was really like, wow, you know, grandmas are amazing.
yeah. Gap After Dark is in the house. What's up?
Hey, Gap.
It's funny, man. This is like the second week in a row. The longer we're on, the more people show up. Like we're up to 11. We had 7 for the longest time, and we're at 55 minutes.
That's
So
amazing.
if you got to take off, I totally get it.
I can go longer.
Okay,
I'm good.
but I'm at least gonna stay
Yeah.
on until my sign's done. and then I may start another one because I want to do a different design for this. I got this upcoming craft show I'm going to go to with my wife. She's going to have a stand there for some other stuff, and
Yeah, that's gonna be
I'm
sweet.
just kind of I'm just kind of doing a little bit of everything just to see how it goes, you know. And then they give me a
Yeah.
so the lady that organizes it sent me an email last night about 9 o'clock, and she says I need your application by April 20th for my next event, and I'm a guaranteed in because I'm doing this first one, and she can only have one person. She doesn't want to have two people doing laser stuff or two guys doing 3D print stuff. You know, she wants to have everybody get a fair shake. She doesn't want to have three people trying to undersell each other. You know, so I can
Yeah.
do this next event, but it's on May the 4th, and
Yeah,
I'm
so
like,
I just got
I don't
asked
think I'm doing it on May the 4th.
yeah, I just got asked, there is here in Dayton, there's gonna be like some block party, and there's this big toy store in like downtown like Dayton. It's called like the Oregon District, and he reached out to me
Yeah,
yesterday and asked if I would have enough stuff to
they want
set
you
up
to.
a booth. And I was like, by May the 4th, I probably, I could have enough stuff for that because I can just,
Yeah,
make more stuff. That's all.
whip out a couple Enochs, a couple sets of armor. Oh yeah, no problem. 4 TikTok viewers. What's up, guys?
Hello.
There's like so many people that come through though. It's like over 100. What do we got? 167 likes, and then I passed some kind of goal. So I don't know what's up with that. I have no idea.
Yeah, all that stuff's kind of confusing for me.
Yeah, and like I was telling you earlier, like I'm gonna be out here doing this because I kind of have to. When I'm here, I have to stay here because you can't walk away from this. So I'm like, I might as well just turn a device on, and if somebody's giving me some
Yeah, I
conversation
mean,
or something, keep me company, or just hanging out and watching, you know.
yeah, that's awesome.
And
I mean, that's a smart,
I
like,
eventually want to put like a webcam on a stand or something, but it's down the road.
well, it's one of those, like, I want to do like lives on TikTok just because, like, I feel like lives on YouTube are usually so like structured and like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. Like, I feel like maybe I've
Yeah,
just been
you can make the
intimidated by the
structure.
YouTube live.
Yeah, it's well, it's because I think maybe you think that there's more to like operate than is really necessary because like StreamYard is one thing, the YouTube stuff is one way to do it. OBS is one way to do it. There's so many different services and stuff out there, Prism Live and stuff, and um, I like live streaming because I don't have to edit. I got to watch what I say to a degree, but I don't have to edit. You know what I mean? Like I don't
Yeah.
have to sit there and trim video and do all this stuff. I can just have a something I'm going to talk about and then talk about it, and then if it goes somewhere else, let the chat kind of lead and just have a good time, hang out. Because this is everybody's TV now. You know,
Oh
it's
yeah.
like reality TV that's actually reality. Like we're
Yeah.
legitimately two guys sitting here doing stuff. It's not scripted
Well,
or
and the
anything.
thing
It's not
is
planned out.
you have a higher likelihood of meeting someone that's on a reality like this than like on TV.
Right,
Like
right. I mean, I'm
people can
getting
relate with.
more. People are becoming more real life friends to me from here, from the relationships I build here, than I'm doing in real life. Like me and you, we've been talking. We talk on the phone. We text. We're like, "What's going on? What are you building?" Um, I built some real legit friendships, and I think that that's awesome. And then when we can do these streams and stuff together, and then now you can share it like I was telling you before. I click that little button, you can share it to your community that's connected to your channel, and I stream it to mine.
Yeah.
Some of them are going to be the same people, but there's still going to be 4 or 5 floaters out there that don't know me that go, oh, okay. And same with you. There's guys over there on my side that don't know you, and I got, I'm over here flexing the shirt, throwing the
I
swag out
appreciate that.
there. Guys, get some orders in, please. But
Yeah, so like
you know,
the hoodie that he is wearing, I actually made myself. Like,
yep.
I have a Teespring account, but like, to be honest with you, I like making them personally myself. It's a lot more
Got
fun.
another piece that fell out. Damn it! This ain't good today. I need to watch that tab count. Lesson learned. I'm gonna start a damn forest fire. I don't watch it.
Only you can
Where's it
prevent
at?
forest
Okay.
fires.
Yeah. Only you cannot
Rough
set your
here.
supposed workshop on fire. Did it fall through? No, I think I'm good. It scared the shit out of me. But that's one cool thing about this. The door locks for safety. You can hit the pause. Just pick it right back up.
Yeah, I would
So it
love
looks
to
like
have
I
one of
still
those.
got. So I got the W. It's got to do the S. It's coming around right now to do the S. It's going to come across the T and the A. And looks like the R. So yeah, it's got a little ways to go. So I guess depending on the way you put it together in the software affects how long it takes, because like last night was really fast and this one's taking a lot longer. So I'm just marking these knockouts now.
Yeah, one day I'm gonna buy one of those
Hear that?
lasers. My next buy though is gonna be a new sand blaster. So to all the 3D printers out there, you can actually sand your 3D print and then sandblast it, and you'll cut down your times in half. Just sandblast it at a very low PSI, and you can get fast and beautiful smooth prints. I'm gonna do a whole video
So I have a
on how to do that one day.
catastrophic failure. I've got a failure. It's a print fail.
I think catastrophic failure is you're burning down your neighborhood.
Well,
You know
this
what I'm
is one
saying?
step below it then, because one of these knockouts fell out and it jammed up. Now it won't go, so I got to take it out. All is not lost. We're learning lessons. So here's how far we got. I can still use some of the other bigger pieces of wood for other stuff, but yeah, that sucks. I got a Wars,
Well, with all that
but I could
scrap, I
still use
mean, you
this for
can
like the shadow.
make.
I could use this for the shadow on the other
Yeah,
one though. On the other one though. So
you
I'm gonna
could.
do
Yeah,
that. I'm gonna keep this. That's not still a win. It's still a win. See how that knocked out? I don't know if you saw that. I was able to knock that out.
I heard it though.
You're supposed to do that at the end. But I'm gonna load it up with another one, and I still have a couple more boards. So let's see. I mean, the worst part is the mistake costs you money, but the margin when you do sell something is enough to make up for that. So
Yeah, and I mean, at least like wood prices have went way down since COVID.
yeah, I mean,
Wood
I
prices
bought a
during
couple
COVID
boards
was
and then
nuts.
waited and went back. Oh yeah. So I bought a couple boards and then went back and bought a couple more. I think they were like $16, and I could probably sell this for quite a bit more than $16. So I'm not.
Oh yeah, 100%.
I can't be too upset about it. Like I said, I can still use that for the other idea. So let's see. Just gotta feed the cricket here.
Yeah, the waste of material. Yeah, like if you could 3D print something and not have to use all the extra
Right.
filament
I'll
to do
make
that.
I'll make use of it though. I'll make use of it. Yeah, that's basically the price of a roll. Like if you got all the way through a roll and had something go wrong, that would suck.
Yeah, that's like when I was printing
Gotta get the tension.
when I was printing my life-size battle droid. The chest was like I want to say it was like a 7-day print, and it failed right at the very end. And I had to start it all over again. And I
Are you
went through
serious?
2.5
Oh my god.
rolls just on the first one.
Alright. So now what I'm gonna do, got it in there straight. I'm gonna cancel it. I gotta start her over. But you can see here, like, you can start a fire with this thing. It started going pretty good.
Oh, I bet. Oh, yeah. Big time.
I'm gonna kick my filter back on.
Yeah,
Okay.
zombies felt the burn of a long print that failed at the very end.
Yeah.
Yeah, it hurts so bad. Hurts your soul. Those are ones that, make you want to cry and you have to start over. Finish this little section here. All right. So here's all the cracks so far on the dome and on the back.
That's awesome, man. All right, I think we're set. Actually, come back a little bit. All right. I think that's what like this is part of the learning curve we were talking about, right? Like you come across different situations all the time, and sometimes in the middle of doing something that you thought you had down.
Mm-hmm. Or, I mean, it doesn't
I
matter
had
how long you've
beginner's
been
luck
doing
on
it
that
for,
cut
you can
last
still
night,
make
and
that
then
rookie
today goes
mistake.
right.
Have you been watching Bad Batch?
Yeah, I didn't watch today's yet though. I mean, you could spoil it if you want, but
Uh,
I didn't. I
no,
didn't
I'm
get a
not
chance
going
to
to.
watch it yet.
Um,
I was trying
I
to stay
thought it
off
was a
YouTube
good.
today because a lot of people are already talking about it.
I thought it was a good episode though. But like, I like story building
That's good.
episodes. So like, when everyone
Yeah,
else complains, like, oh, they're building too much story, it's not action enough. It's like you wouldn't have a if it was just straight action the whole time. It, it wouldn't have caught
yeah. You kind
your
of
interest like it did. You wouldn't be able to relate to
right.
it.
You kind of need that.
Yeah.
All right, so I sped it up a little bit, and I made more tabs this time. We're gonna process it. Sending it over. I could
I'll go
also use
clean
some
this
of these
brush
shapes that
out.
fall out of this stuff.
Yeah,
All
I
right,
mean,
here
you
we
can put
go.
them into little cup holders, coasters.
Like this piece that fell out. I got this piece that fell out. Almost looks like a doorway. Like I could put that in a diorama or something, you know.
Yeah. Or just you go over and use a
Or
jig
a trap
and you can
door,
chop it
or
up to whatever.
yeah. And then there's like,
But I
what's up?
I am gonna have to call it a day. I'm gonna have to go pick up my daughter.
No problem, dude. Yeah, no problem.
Thank you so much for doing this live. This was awesome. If you ever need someone else ever again, this was great.
Thanks for coming on.
Yeah.
I'm
And
just gonna
everyone in
keep
the
stay
chat,
live since I'm
thank you.
starting a new cut right now. And guys, please, if you're on TikTok, go over there and hit up Millennial Workshop. If you haven't subbed to him here, make sure you do that here. Is there anywhere else anybody can see your work or things that could possibly give them ideas for ordering or anything like that?
Mainly it's just straight commission, like through Instagram or Instagram, or you can
Okay.
message me on TikTok as well.
Okay.
Everybody, be
Well, cool,
safe.
man.
Thank you.
All right. We'll talk to you, man. Thanks a lot, Rex.
Yep. See you, brother.
Later. All right. That was Rex. Fun with Rex. Now you get to have fun with me. And everybody's going to leave, right? So I screwed up that cut today. We're running another one. See what happens. This one's moving quite a bit faster. I'm going to get some fresh air in here. I'm getting a little smoky, just a wee little bit. But that's on me. I'll show my TikTok. What's going on, guys? We're cutting. It's moving and grooving and whatnot. Not on whatnot. Whatnot. 2 seconds. All right. Where are we at? Here it is. All right. The Hitman, baby. Watching on TV, chatting on my phone and laptop while working on my collection. Yeah. Oh. Um. Stuff's making noise. A lot of smoke, but nothing has dropped out yet. I worked that board, it's rubbing on the top of this thing. Yeah, we're getting a little bit of smoke. I'm gonna open this door a little more. Got some snow on the ground today. Just got some smoke escaping out of the back. It's moving a lot quicker than it was earlier. All right. I do have some smoke in the room though. Definitely like and subscribe, y'all. Yeah, that's good. This should be done shortly. All the smoke though is kind of crazy. Wasn't doing this yesterday. I might have sped it up too fast. Everything's cool, nothing's falling out. I added the extra tabs, so we're good there. It's just this piece of wood is smoking its butt off compared to that other one. I also read somewhere one time they said if you do engraving, you can wet the wood, and it'll cut down on smoke. I know a piece did fall out, damn it. That's what happened earlier. It fell out and jammed up. It's moving now. It is moving now. Maybe I'll put a big green screen up back here over my stuff, and I can make it look like we're in a giant factory or something. Yeah, she's smoking real good now. Smoke all you want, just get it done. My main concern right now is that when I did this last night, it was like smoke was going right into the filter, no problem. And today it's smoking its ass off. So I just think it's one of those things. You get the bottom of this open, so I expect some to come out. But I also think it's the piece of wood. This piece of wood, it's nice and smooth, but real dry compared to the other one. So I don't know if that's got something to do with it. But so you really gotta watch this stuff. You gotta stand over it. If something goes funky, you can hit the pause, try to correct it, and then continue. That's what's cool about it. But if you walk away and something happens, look out. So we got WARS. Now it's finishing the W. Most of the S is done. The T is done except for along the top. Then the lines on the A and the R. So it looks like it's going to do a top, like a line down the top. A lot faster. And this is at not even 9 minutes, and it's already this far in. So maybe that's the balance I need is the speed. Earlier was slower, so the smoke was handled better. Now it's faster. You see the smoke rolling out of that bad boy. So the trade-off is maybe slow it down a little bit. You're getting some burns, but you can, like charring, you can sand it or rough it up and paint it, whatever. I was thinking like old school yellow. The waste material, I haven't, this is my first time having the waste material. So I don't know what I'm gonna do with it. Like I said, I can use the back of the other one to layer the sign that I made last night. I can layer on top of the one that kind of cut out. Then on this one, since I'll have those little pieces, I could use them in something else, of course. There's some of the shapes that came out. So like these could be in some type of, castle or something. Autocorrect. That's funny. But the on the large sheet, you have to leave like 10 inches at the end so it doesn't fall out of the rollers. So what I'll do is I'll cut that off, and then I can use this as a board to make coasters or other designs, and a smaller. I could even make a smaller version of this sign even. Or I could just cut it off with a saw myself. Get it squared up the best I can, and then make a smaller Star Wars sign. I mean, there's all kinds of stuff I could do with it. I use a little bit thicker than this and make coasters. And the coasters I can do like any shape. I did some guitar pick coasters for a friend recently, shaped like guitar picks with his band's logo on them. And I mean, it smells like you're burning wood, like a campfire or something. So it's not terrible. So we've got star, now it's finishing right here then. And then we'll eject. So this one works. And we're looking at 12 minutes right now. It's almost done. Yep, laser just went back in. It moved back. Here it comes. Check it out. And it'll stop where I set it earlier. Wait for the air to kick off. Kick off the filter. Let this air out a little bit. Set this over here so I don't break anything. Take off some pressure. Okay. There it is. And I did tabs. It generates tabs. Let me. What did I have here earlier? I can knock them out with something. Take like this heavy screwdriver. sheeting's coming off the back. There's something up with this sheet the whole time. Doesn't look like it went all the way through. A couple spots. That's not cool. What happened there? Yeah, this wood, I know I was smoking because like the laminate's coming off the back of this board. I should have checked it a little more closely. It's like peeling off. It's like it went through the top layers, but then there's stuff on the back here. Maybe I can cut it. Let's see. Razor. Let's see. Come on out of there, Cletus. Come on, Cletus. Leave, man. Here we go. So all those DIY shows are not all they're cracked up to be. Yeah, so this laminate stuff on the back is like the quality. So it's coming out now. There it goes. Keep cutting here. So you can see the line, so you just got to score through it a couple times. Sorry, I can't see what's going on the chat. If everybody's still here. I don't want to break it. Come on, Cletus. I think I can. Oh, yeah. Okay. So it came out that time. What's up? There's Drew. Jeff, what's up? Okay, so here's what happened. So this one worked, but look at the back. Like the laminate was coming off, so it was making it stick. So that's okay though. We got one this time. I can clean that up with a sander or something. So we had one fail, but Rex had some good ideas there about ways to still use what the failed piece. Just got to find time to do it. I almost want to peel all this crap off the back because it's really bad. It's a mess. Okay. So that one worked. I haven't smoked cigarettes in like 30 years. I feel like I started again. Let's see. Alright, so that is that one. And I got some other stuff to do. If you guys want to stick around, I'll keep it streaming if you want. I'm going to make some infinity, like infinity symbols. Like crafty things. Non-Star Wars related. Okay. All right, I'll keep going. I won't be very attentive for a few minutes, but give me some time to set up and I'll move on to the next one. Okay. So the setup process is pretty straightforward. Stuff here. And we're still going on TikTok too. If you're on TikTok, help Rex out. He's trying to get to 1,000 so he can stream. Clean up here. Couple pieces. Okay. My peepers. Okay. So this was the first one I did last night. It didn't come out because it's the two pieces. I'm going to take the failed one from earlier and put this on top of it and make his idea with the black background with the white speckled paint to look like stars. And then I'll probably paint those white or yellow. And then this one, shaped just a little different, but it's 32 by almost 16. So I'll keep this as a keeper for the show that I'm going to. And maybe I'll paint it like yellow, I was thinking. And then try to touch up the insides with black. And then for the back, I could probably maybe just sand some of that off or paint it black or something. And then do the top yellow. Like the old school yellow. I was thinking. Or white. I don't know. You guys tell me what you think. Or I could leave it, or I could just leave it like that and let somebody finish it that wants to finish it themselves. Okay. So I still have. All right. Down to my last board. But my goal was to have three signs for the show. So this next one, I'm wondering if I could just do 2 for 1. Raise this up. Raise her up. Get on in there, Cletus. And going in nice and straight. Then it's got this color-coded thing I can't see good. Gotta go till it's red. There's 3 bars are red. Feed it into the first set of rollers. We're good. Oops. Now we're going to close the lid. Okay. Let me set this up with the, we're going to go new. Yes, it saved it. I think I have something in here already. And that's not it. Try it again. Project, no. Nope. No. Do I have it in the cloud? No, I don't. Okay, so I gotta go. Oh, you know what? I do have this saved. Hold on. I think I want to do 2 of these. I didn't save it. That's not right. Come on now. It's not like me. No. All right, we can build one. Come on, yo. I don't know if this is gonna work, but we're gonna try it. Go to image. Oops. Okay. Let's edit this bad boy. And I believe we have to do a trace. Oh, make sure this looks good. Smooth it out. I'm going to try to set up in the future where you guys can actually see what the heck I'm doing over here too on the software and stuff. It's not the most interesting stuff, but there's people that want to get into the lasers, and this is part of the game. Okay. Cut. Yeah. Tabs. We're gonna do 8 again. We are gonna click off of that. We are gonna do laser feeder. It is basswood plywood. Oh, it doesn't want to refresh, huh? We're getting there, folks. Sorry for the boring showing you my wood on live stream. Sorry. The slats are removed. Yes. Let's save as. Got too many windows open or something. Come on, Cletus. All right. No, I'm on the wrong. No, I'm on the wrong. There we go. Okay. Project. Here we go. Now we're talking, Eddie. Here we go. We'll do a measurement. Gantry's moving. Now this time I'm going to do these in between the rollers because it was making a mess in between the rollers too. Awesome. All right. So I'm going to copy and paste and set the first one up. Let me keep it like this for a second. Let's do this 14 inches wide. Let's do that. 14, so it'll be 14 by 6. And I'm going to do 2 of them. So let me move my. And we're going to try and keep it in between the rollers this time. So we got 1. I wonder if I could do them kind of. Maybe. I don't know. Wait a minute. What's happening here? No, we're not doing 5 speed. We're gonna do 16 speed. 16 speed. Come on, Cletus. Okay. We want tabs. We want to do We're going to do 8 tabs. 116 tabs. 8. Okay. Let's do this. It's ready to go. Here we go. How thick? It is 1/4 inch thick basswood plywood. Mr. B. Streaming here, losing power off and on. Done printing till this past. We had the storms last night. Hen Solo, what's up, brother? Zombie. All right, here we go. And then I got to kick on the filter. So my guess is this is going to do an inside pass. Since it's like an oval, I got to open the door again. Smoky, smoky. It's cold out too. Open the door so we get some air circulating. I'm still working on getting a vent out of the wall somehow. So right now I'm using this purifier, and we can only do so much for something like this. So what this says is, it says me and you on it. And it's already got the word you done. See if I can show you this. So it's going to do one here and then one kind of, it'll finish out here, and then this one will be like right in here. Something like that. So it looks like it's doing the inside pass first. Yeah, this is doing. I just got to keep an eye on it here because it's doing the inside of the heart. I want to make sure nothing drops out. And I got to make little notes because I had it burning right over the rollers earlier, and it was making a huge mess of that glue. Oh, really, really bad. So what I'll do next time is set these guides all the way out. But I'm really surprised how smooth the operation is of it. Punch a hole in the balloon wall of your garage. Full of that. You can 3D print connector plate. Well, I don't know if I want to go through the wall. I think what I'm going to do is take a PVC pipe with a inline fan straight up to the ceiling, and then have a piece of flex on the other side, and have it go right into the soffit, and then it'll just have a little upper in the soffit. That way, I don't have to worry about wind and rain and snow here, because that's facing the north. And in the winter, we get a lot of snow and wind out of the north. So it would, if I had it sticking out of the wall, it would kind of create like almost like a reverse pressure thing. All right, the review and cursive here. I think it's going to be tough, like on the E, a little circle to pop that out. I'm going to have to like be real careful. It's smoking pretty good. And the other thing is, like, I don't know how often I'll be doing this with this. So like I could even move it over by the door and just have it blow out the door. It's just smoke from engraving wood. It's not, not toxic or anything like that. When I do the acrylic, that's when things get a little dicey with smell. I also thought about doing like a little inline fan above a hood and blowing that out. Are you leaving? See you later. See you later. Wait, I gotta put on the peepers for this one. Wait a minute. What's on the balloon wall of your garage? Cock it and put a vent hose on it. You can 3D print a hose connector plate. Ah, okay. The 3D connect. That's cool that you mentioned the 3D hose connector plate. People are making those actually. Um, Air vent cover on the outside air. Okay, check Rob. Yep, could do that. You go to bed. Your wife. No, I can't wear these clothes when I go in the house. I'm gonna have to change. I'm standing right over this thing, getting blasted with the smell. I don't mind it. It smells. It smells good. It smells like a bonfire or something. Okay, so the first one's done. And I don't feel like it went all the way through. I'll do some cutting on that. I might have to do it a second time. I almost got. I almost got oak. It looks like a hardwood next to it. Oh, that's fast. After having the pieces fall out earlier, now I'm afraid to look away from it when it's raining, especially when this one comes out of the back. I can feel underneath it that it cut through, but there's some spots that I don't feel it cutting through, but I think it's that whole situation with the veneer again. So I'll have to look into that. I did see some people complaining about, like, basswood is good to use because it's easy to cut, but you'll have those issues with the glued pieces on it. And I saw where people have suggested places to get it. A piece this big, if I was to buy it online, is kind of ridiculous for the shipping. So I have to find good sources locally. And the place I got it from is not known for having high quality stuff, but it's like DIY stuff. Sitting on my patio, listening to the rain on the tin roof of my pavilion and sipping bourbon. Dude, I'd be falling asleep if that was the case. Little music, little live stream, little bourbon. Um, I posted. I don't know if you saw it. If you're in, are you in? I don't know if you're in my Facebook group for Collecting with Cool. Um, I but we're friends on Facebook, so you should have seen it. I posted the Jack Daniels and the Jim Beam sign cutting boards I made. I'm a fan of the bourbon, I like Irish whiskey too. But I got these small. I got these small cutting boards. I call them whiskey boards. And that's what I did the Jim Beam and the Jack Daniels on. So it's already done with the inside. It's coming around the outside of the second one. I can't see this being more than 4 or 5 more minutes. What's it say? 11 minutes. They got a new firmware coming out that'll tell you how long your cuts are going to take, like a 3D printer. When you put in your G code, and it tells you how long the processing will take. They had it in here once before, and they took it away for some reason. But now the new version that's getting ready to come out has it in it again. Yeah, so you can see that side's done. Now it's just coming back around. These aren't huge, but unless you've got like a CNC table, I don't know how else you would do something like this. So I feel like this is pretty unique, being able to do this. And I got the idea from my wife because somebody gave us one as a gift. And I thought, hey, I should make a couple of those. I think they'd be pretty cool if I just painted them black or something. And I can get this garage shut. We're still live on TikTok. I don't know what's going on over there, but we're still live. People are watching. They're probably feeling neglected because I don't have another tripod to put the phone over here by you guys. I think I'm definitely going to have to flip it over though and slice through that laminate a little bit. So what I will do is pull the wood out when it's done and then shut everything down, disconnect this, take it off, and then spin the laser back into place because I got some other stuff to do later tonight. Either that or you guys are going to be on here for a marathon. All right, here it comes. Here it comes. Oh, wow. Oh, I did cut through. Okay. So let me do this real quick. So you generate these tabs so stuff won't fall out. and then you can just cut the tabs on the back of it or knock it out like I was doing earlier. I could probably push this whole thing out, yeah. Yeah, this was a clean one. And I can use this board again for more of those or other stuff. Set this over here. Hold on. Come on, clean this over there. Okay. Okay. Got all the smoke out of here. I'm using my ass off. Okay. Turn this off for a minute. I'm gonna unplug it. I just want to do this before I forget what I have to do. Get this, that, and the other. And it's literally 4 screws that are holding this in. And what I was going to do was just leave it together. Since I got these workbenches, this workbench has a big shelf. I was kind of hoping it would fit under there. And then I got these little baggies that came with it for the screws. And I can mark on the baggie what the screws are for. Let's continue. This is super intimidating when you never used it. So like my thing, everything else, like don't let it intimidate you. I mean, it's made to be used. You just have to get to a point of proficiency. So my thing was like, I don't need to be proficient today. I just want to make sure it fucking works. For what I paid for this shit, you know? Come on, Cletus, get in there. I posted some podcast episodes from season 2 of the podcast that were done last year in August and September with Super John. We were talking about UFOs. The previous season before that is on Spotify. And I thought the videos were there too, but I don't know what happened. That season was about music, stuff in the 90s movies, top 10s. Ghost stories. And then I take a break, and then I come back with a new season. Each season has like a theme, and the theme was UFOs. But then I also try to play devil's advocate a little bit and do both sides of the story on things. So my last finale was like me shitting on everything I did for 6 episodes. Humility doesn't hurt. Come on, Cletus, get on out of there. We'll get this out of the way. Thanks a lot for sticking around, guys. I appreciate it. Watching me make a fool of myself with stuff breaking and burning. So I try to do this stuff early because I know we have other things to do. And I get out of work super early. So, but I go in super early. Okay, so 4 screws. Of course, there's other screws on these legs and stuff, but I'm going to make an attempt here That's the pan. So it should. It sounds worse than it is. I just want it to stay together. Yeah, it's coming. It's coming. It's coming. Come on. There it is. It worked. Heck yeah. That's a win. So that's it. Love it. No. It has a bunch of different positions here for different heights. And then if you put the, there it goes. Then if you put the conveyor on, you have to set it at a certain height. If you put the rotary in there, it has to be at a certain height. Let me move this stuff. Hold it. Your boy is cold. Am I back? Am I back? Tell me if I'm back. I don't know what happened. It like cut out on me. He's back. Yes. Thanks for sticking around. All right. All right. Hey, I'm putting this heater right the hell up here. It's like cold as balls up in this bad boy. Let's let's bring you guys to the table, shall we? I think I saw Dino in there. I got to get you on here sometime, Dean. Talk about some of these dioramas and stuff you do. Okay, so the laser's back home. I'd like to not keep taking that apart every time. It's only 8 more screws for those legs, but okay, that's cool. So let's see if we can do this. So this generates 8 tabs per shape, right? So you can see behind me the Star Wars sign that we did earlier. So it is still Star Wars related. So there's eight tabs on this big circle, but there's also 8 tabs in these little circles. So I didn't think about that. But earlier when I did less tabs, the damn thing fell out and almost caught on fire. So let's see if we can knock these out of here. Because I believe the issue is that the tab is as deep as the wood. So this is 1/4 inch. So I don't know how this is going to go. Oh God, I sound like Taylor Swift. Island breeze. I saw the Taylor Swift movie with my wife, and we went to this theater that had they were recliners, big, heavy recliners, and they were heated and cooled. And man, I fell right the hell asleep. I ain't even gonna lie. Swifties were mad at me. I ain't give a damn. That's my ticket. Wait a minute, it's just in the back. I don't know. I don't know, man. Like I'm just trying to pop these tabs. Oh, mother trucker. Just don't want to break it, you know. Wait a minute. How's my TikTokers doing? TikTokers, hip hoppers, all around the world. That's the Fred Durst version. What we got? I'm playing with a knife. Early spring, 50s, 70 to 34. Yeah, that's what happened. Single digits tomorrow. Good grief. Yeah, it was 70 yesterday, and we had snow today. There's snow out there right now. Cold as a something. So this is looks good.
Are you still on your podcast?
Oh, it's a live stream.
I'm sorry.
They can hear me flirt with my wife's friends. They don't care.
I'm getting the garbage bags close.
Well, tomorrow's garbage day, so while you're in there. My wife don't watch YouTube. I say what I want. Oh, hello. No, nothing. Hanging out with my friends. My wife does hair, by the way, at the house here. So I give them a compliment and then repeat business. You know what I'm saying? Did you find it? Did you get? Oh, you got that stuff. Okay.
All right.
See you later.
Well,
Damn. I need like my little Dremel or something. I don't want to screw these up. Hold on. Y'all gonna watch me cut myself or something. Ah, fucker. See? I cracked it all the way through. Son of a bitch. That pisses me off. Fuck! It broke it again. Son of a bitch. Nothing a little spray paint can't fix. Man, this sucker, I need to make these bigger. That's what she said. This is not conducive to, I think tab generation's gonna have to be a lot less next time. It's gotta keep working it. If Rum's in there, I know what he's thinking. He likes me talking like that. So, you guys watch Lack's Big Wedding? The big day for LAK? How the freak am I gonna get that out of there? It's going, it got it. Whew. Didn't break it. This other one. Son of a bitch. I think it broke. I think I broke it. Broke something. I think I broke my hymen. Hymen Monster. Ha ha. Ah, fuck. It didn't break, but it chewed the shit out of it. Damn it. What are you making, Mr. B? So I'm trying to make this, but I might have made them too small. You know what I mean? Like, they're 16-inch, but the learning curve, you know? Hold on. Oh, that almost looks like it could be something. I have a Dremel. I need a lightsaber. I have a little Dremel, but it's not charged up. And I'm just being impatient because I've never done this before. And the tip of this blade is already gone, and it's a brand new blade. What the frick? I got this as a gift. So I don't know if it's got any charge or not. Nope, dead. And there's a spring laying here, so that ain't good. Not a very long cord. Heard that before. Ooh. Sounds like something. All right. Oh, he's dropping shit. Shit's flying everywhere. Let's go with just the tip for 500, Alex. All right. It's gonna open up. Is this gonna open up? It's gonna go. It's gonna go. Oh yeah. All right. No, no, I can't get it to lock, bastard. Where's the little stopper at? No. Come on, Cletus. Where's the little stopper at? Justin, where's the little stopper at? It's this little guy right here. It's this little guy. Come on now. Get in there. Get in your home, ball. There it is. Aha. Let's see if it works now. All right, come on. There it is. That's where that spring came from. Okay. Ha 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 ha! We're in business. We have the technology. I don't know why the hell this thing's so heavy. What the frick? What the hell is that? Hold on. You be quiet. It's like a multi-screwdriver deal and some knives and stuff. It's a nice little kit. Oh yeah, X-Acto knives. Oh yeah, pokers, prodders, all kinds of stuff. Okay, let's do some surgery here. Ooh. Oh yeah. I like it. Good suggestion. Let's see if we can get this bad boy out of here. This thing don't have any balls. I need like a straight up cutting wheel or something. Let me let that charge though. Let's go back to pounding on stuff. I like to pound on stuff. So the tab generation, I kind of refer to it like infill, maybe. And it just holds pieces together when they have openings, like letters and stuff. And I just had it set way too high. It was way too many. Lesson learned, baby, lesson learned. So on a big item, more, and on a little item, less. I get it now. So we're almost there. So it's the you, the me. I just got to get that heart out of there. I got to get my heart on. Wacka wacka. Mike, Big Mike over there on TikTok doing his thing. I love it, brother. I love the sorcery you create. I love it. Thank you, brother. Learning some lessons, because like you, everybody was saying on the forum that I'm on for this machine, like you have to buy sacrificial pieces of everything. Like people want them big dumbass Stanley cups. You're gonna have to sacrifice one because you don't want to tell a client, I'm gonna charge you $30 or $50 or whatever the hell it is to make this. Or if you already have it, I've seen guys selling them for $65. And people will pay for them if it's good work. But like, you don't have to be perfect. You just got to be proficient. And if you ain't that, then don't act like you're gonna do something. Like I know if I'm looking at this and I see these mistakes, like I wouldn't buy that. Make it something you'd buy before you think you're gonna sell stuff. Okay, it's almost out. It's almost out. He's gonna pop it out. Kenobi. Thanks, brother. If you back up in the stream, you can see me almost catch it on fire. The chat's on fire, and so is Brett's house. All right, so I did an infinity symbol. Decent, but I think next time I'll do it larger. Maybe more on the scale of this. Something like this scale rather than this size, because this I could have just done over there in the machine without having to do all that stuff if I was going to do it that big. So see if I can get this other one by hand. Seems to be more cooperative on this piece for some reason. Give me the blade. But then you have stuff that pops out like this. You know, you could use that on something else. Um, 2.5 hours, and I lost the stream for a few minutes too. Everybody's like, "Bye." I'm like, "What happened?" No idea. I'm out in this cold ass garage. I need to get a Wi-Fi extender out here. I know that much, but nobody got time for that. Where am I? I'd like to get like Jens on here or somebody like doing stuff in their shop too at some point. He's another good old San Antonio boy. By way of Germany. So far I've had Joel Hossey, Andy Myers together. I had old Tom Solo. He was building a big dial. Hey, what's happening? Yeah, I have to. It makes too much smoke. I had the whole fucking room full of smoke earlier. Thanks. Another potential customer. You know what I'm saying? Complimenting the work, right? Oops. Oh shit. My earbuds died. Anyway, I was saying, and then I had Justin on here last week. That was fun. And I want to have you guys come back on a regular basis. Show me what you're working on. Tips and tricks and suggestions, questions. This is all a big new thing for me, a big venture for me. And it's one of those things like, I'm knee deep in it now, so I have to roll with it. And eventually I'll be making display cases. I'm gonna make my own line of day tops. How about that? I don't know about that, but I want to make some cool display stuff. This other one's moving a lot easier. I learned some lessons on that other one, so. But there's also like a community of people out there that do crafting that honestly could help guys that do stuff for customs, because it's like some of the same materials and some of the same methods, just for different outcomes. So I've tried to reach out to invite some people from that community too for the laser and that. Plus I'm doing clothing stuff, hats, vinyl lettering, kind of wraps kind of thing. I'm going to be engraving some hats. I might be doing a stream Friday at like this time again when I try to do the hats. I don't know. I just figured if I'm out here, hit the button and go, man. I also, this week, I had 4 figures left to go in my original trilogy run. General Lando, Warrock, the Ewok, Han and Carbonite, and Yak Face. And this week I got Warrock and I got General Lando. And then that whole run will be done. I'll showcase that stuff on a stream or something. And then it's on to the grails and different ships and play sets, which are going to be few and far between. Because obviously, money doesn't grow on trees, and it's kind of tied up. And I want to get a vinyl Cape Jawa at some point. And I want to get a blue snaggletooth, which actually I just paid more for my pop-up lightsaber R2 about a month and a half ago. than what the Blue Snags is going for. So I think I can swing that. But the vinyl Cape Jawas, that's gonna be a while. Those are 4 figures loose, and then I have to find it from a trustworthy source. So I know I'm not getting screwed around. I'm getting what I want. There's so many little nuances to that shit. Like the vinyl Cape Jawa, the run that they did with the vinyl capes, their hands were different. So their hands are like this and thin, and the other ones are like this. Different colors on their clothing. We're getting ready to get our bonuses. Yeah, don't tell anybody. Bonus? Yeah, but you don't have 4 kids and colleges and cars and a wife and stuff either, so lucky bastard. It wouldn't change a thing, brother. It's just money. That's like guys get all bent out of shape talking about divorces and money. And it's like, are you kidding me? You can always make more money. You can never make more time. You can never make more memories. But if you're single, you can make them 1-to-1 Batmans. I'm gonna have to get good with wood putty too, because those little chunks of wood come out of the backs of this shit. Definitely less tabs on smaller works. Alright. This one came out a hell of a lot better. Still lost a little chunk on part of it, but I can live with it. I'll have it out here in just a second. That's what he said. Son of a bitch. So this will be a giveaway to somebody, but a lot of detail that came out. So no parts is here. I can't see for shit. Yeah. So we got a couple whiffs and a couple wins. I'll take this as a win. This came out good. I liked Rex's idea. Let me move this. So this is the one that almost caught on fire. So what Rex was saying was like, because I had the other one that came apart. So I could glue that over it like a shadow. Like a shadow. And then he was saying like, where's my letters? Like glue that over it. And then take this background, paint it black, and then splatter it with white like stars. And then do this white or yellow or something like that. And make that into a giant sign. So I could do that. And then this one worked out, so I like this. You can just buff it up and sand it. So I had one good one today.
one little victory. That's what I got in the shop. I got this. I got these. I think these are too small. I think I can still do them bigger, so I'll do that later. But this one's going to the show. Give me your thoughts though on color: white, black, yellow. What do you think? What do you think? See ya. And I could probably just glue these two damn things together. But yeah, so what do you guys think? White? Okay. Pink? Ooh. White. Everybody's saying white. Yellow with black trim, because I could do the outside edge and the inside edge is black. White might be the, because I'll have to do all these insides black, you know, all this. So what if I held that here and I was holding it like that, you guys might think something. So yeah, white. White wins then. So I'll spend some time this weekend. I gotta do an IKEA project for high command. But maybe in exchange, she can paint this for me since she likes to paint. I think that'd be an even trade. So the goal is the next 2 nights. I don't know if I'll be live. Maybe I'm gonna finish like six pieces, smaller pieces, for the upcoming craft show that I'm gonna be at. And then next week, I might do some fabric stuff. Like I might be making some hoodies and some t-shirts and stuff, and some hats. And I'm gonna be getting a hat press in the next couple of weeks because I did an order that's enough to pay for a hat press. So I'm letting the work pay for the equipment and then worrying about profit after that, you know. So, but I appreciate you guys. These started out as 45 minutes to an hour. Now they're 2 hours, 2.5 hours, going on 3 sometimes. I appreciate it. Go subscribe to Rex's Millennium Workshop. Go, even if you don't use TikTok that often, give him a follow. He needs to get to 1,000 followers so he can go live. He was live with me earlier on TikTok, but he couldn't have the camera. He could only talk, so that was weird. And he said he thought it was because he needed that 1,000. I think he's at like 400. So every little bit helps, and that's what I'm doing this for. Is just so you guys can kind of just watch me learn as I go, and I can help some people get the word out about their stuff too, and anybody that wants to stream and things like that. So I don't know. I think I don't have anybody lined up for next week because I'm just trying to gear up for this sale thing coming, and I keep selling my stock. So the last couple nights have been kind of nutty. But I'll see you guys later, and I appreciate you. And I did something special for my channel members on YouTube here. Let me show you. It's a limited edition. This is the logo, or the little logo you get by your name when you're a member. And I made 10 of these, just a special run of 10, and I'm going to make those available to members only for a low price, including shipping, and just for them. So there'll be stuff like this I'll be doing in the workshop too. 99 cents for the membership, and you get in on stuff like this. So, and then also, this is just a sneak preview coming soon. If you watch on Sundays, coming soon. I don't want to give away too much just yet because that's part of a bigger package, but that's what she said. And I gotta go. So I will talk to you guys later. TikTok, I'm out of here. Let me get off of the TikTok. Yep. I'll get these more organized as time goes on. I've got the laptop out here to run the laser, so I was thinking that I would do like mount some kind of little webcam or something over the laser that I could like on a little arm or something, and then have one on me. I mean, I don't know. It doesn't really need to be about me, but whatever. But yeah, I'll see you guys later. I'll see you Sunday. We got a special episode coming Sunday. Don't miss it. So I'll see you guys soon. Peace.